easy go.
So I hope you all liked that intro. I really begged this guy. It was kind of begging. It was kind of more of a really strong request that I found. Basically, I just looked up intro makers. I tried to find the smallest one I could. Someone who basically was kind of new, you know, to make free intros. And I asked him, hey, can you please make me an intro? And his link to his account will be in the description. But he is a really awesome intro maker. And I'm pretty sure he goes to your channels to see, like, what your channel is to make your intro. Because all the other intros he had made before mine weren't really anything Call of Duty based. Just normal, like, flying around and stuff. Like, all that crazy stuff, you know, those intros. I don't really like the other intros, but I really wanted an intro, because I don't really think you could read the name clearly. It doesn't give you enough time. But in my intro, it looked so sick. It is just what I wanted. He is an awesome dude. Go check him out. And let's get into the video. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about those dietary freaks. So these dietary freaks are, like, not actual dietary freaks, because there are dietary people kind of like me-ish, that only eat healthy food, only eat all this stuff. For me, it's mostly that I don't eat and don't eat. Like, for the past 2 days, I didn't eat, and then today, I ate a very small turkey sandwich, and just a plain turkey sandwich, just turkey, low-fat cheese, and very thin white bread, and that's it. And then I work it off. I do a lot of exercise, do a lot of working out, because I used to be like 40 or 50 pounds overweight. Now I'm only 10 pounds overweight. I'm estimating, or my nutritionist, dietary person says I'm going to be an average healthy weight by the end of June. So that's going to be pretty lit. But there are these people that, unlike me, they say they're going to eat healthy, and they think they're eating healthy, but they're not fucking eating healthy. So there are these people who, I know a lot of these people who say, I'm going to be healthy, so I'm going to starve myself for like 2 weeks, but then I'm going to only eat junk food. Are you stupid? Because what that does is it slows down your metabolism, so that when you start eating again, all of it turns into fat. Almost all of it. Whenever you starve yourself, it takes away from muscle mass too. So that's why whenever I don't eat, it's basically to shrink my stomach and give my digestive system like a cool down time, basically. And I eat like supplement drinks and protein shakes and all this other stuff, you know, so that whenever I do eat again, I intake less than 2,000 calories. So every single day for like the past 3 weeks, I've taken in less than 2,000 calories a day. That's what I've been trying to do. I've actually been getting it under 1,000. Wait, yeah, 2,000, and I've been getting it under 1,000. So there are these people who completely stupid when it comes to this. It's like, I'm gonna eat healthy, so I'm only going to get a salad, but I'm gonna cover it in dressing. And I don't think a lot of people know this, but especially with Caesar salads and ranch dressing salads, there is so much fat in it. Like, no joke. You go to McDonald's and you think you're getting healthy by ordering a salad at McDonald's. I hope you know there is more fat in the salads at McDonald's than there is in their actual Big Mac. Big fucking Mac. Even the Grand Mac. Like, people go to all these restaurants and they order salads, but they cover it in all these different things, and it ends up just being just as unhealthy as it would be just to get something that you would normally consider unhealthy. And what a lot of other people do, what I used to do was I would start cutting down on sodas, because I used to drink a lot of sodas. So I started getting like small little drinks, like small juices and stuff, and I would pour seltzer water into it. And that's good for if you're cutting down on the carbonations and all that stuff, just because it was soda and all the acids in it. But then, if you want to cut down on sugar, that's not the way to go. If you want to cut down on sugar, you have to buy sugar-free drinks and all this stuff, because on these juices and everything, there's the exact same amount of sugar in a bottle of juice. Like, there's the exact same amount of sugar in a bottle of apple juice than there is in a 2-liter of Coke. A freaking 2-liter. Because if you want to be drinking juices, you gotta get hooked on it, and the sugar is what gets you hooked on it. It sends your brain dopamine. It lets your brain release dopamine, and that makes you want more of it, and that makes your brain think that it's good. That's how people get addicted to things. So I noticed there was somebody in public, and they were talking to their friend. It was like two girls. One of them was blonde, and one of them was a redhead. I don't know why I had to include that, but one of them was blonde, one of them was a redhead. And I hear this girl go, "I'm gonna get a soda. What do you want?" She's like, "I feel like getting healthy, so I want a fruit punch." And then they're like, "Oh, look, they have the exact same amount of sugar." I'm like, what? You think you're being healthy by getting just as much sugar as there is in a soda, if not even more? What are you doing? That's my problem with a lot of these people who think they're eating healthy. Especially the people who go, "I'm going to eat healthy," so they make a smoothie. They end up putting a lot of bad stuff in the smoothies. Or they're like, "I'm going to be healthy, so I'm going to eat this sandwich," or something like that. There's a lot of bad stuff in the sandwich, and they're like, "I'm going to be healthy by cutting down on what I eat." Less meals in a day doesn't mean you can have bigger portions, because there are a lot of these people that I do know who say, "I'm going to cut down on what I eat and cut it down to one meal a day," but those one meals basically account for all 3 meals. Like, it is bad. Then there's these people who just crazy and can eat whatever they want and be skinny no matter what, because you know what, they have the best fucking, like, legit, I can starve myself. I could be anorexic and I'd still gain weight somehow from drinking water. Like, that is my body. That is God's middle finger to me, basically. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of my little rant. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, it's been Harp, guys. Later.